He was once feared and guarded as the head of the country. Now Sudan's former President Omar Al Bashir is under a different guard as he appears in court to face several criminal charges, which include the illegal possession of foreign currency and bribery. Investigators say they found more than $130 million in his house days after the military deposed him in April.
Presenting the head of a country to trial proves that there is a rule of law in the country and that no one is above the law. This message is not just for the ousted government, but to the incoming government. The case will resume next week. We can't tell you what the outcome will be, but we can say that we are assured that the case is going in the favour of the defendant.
The court heard that Bashir admitted to receiving $90 million from Saudi Arabia. He also admitted to receiving millions more from the ruler of the United Arab Emirates. During his time as president, Bashir sent Sudanese soldiers to fight alongside the Saudi-UAE coalition in Yemen. But investigators say the former president said he doesn't know how the money he received was spent, nor did he follow up on its use. He was also charged in May for inciting to kill protesters in demonstrations that started in December over the rising cost of bread, which quickly turned into a nationwide anti-government movement. Those charges are yet to be heard in court. Charges not addressed are charges that are brought up against him by the International Criminal Court, which involve war crimes, crimes against humanity, and genocide. The Transitional Military Council that ousted him said that they will wait until a transitional government is formed and an independent and impartial judiciary is set up, and that body will be the one to determine whether the former president should be tried for these crimes, and if he is, whether he's guilty or innocent. More than 300,000 people have been killed in the western region of Darfur since 2003, and more than 3 million displaced. International law experts say there are many reasons as to why Bashir isn't likely to be handed to the International Criminal Court.
Recent research demonstrates that warrants of arrest released by the International Court do not really provide incentives for a peaceful solution. The current transitional government is composed also by many who actively participated, allegedly of course, in the massacres that plagued Sudan since 2003. So we should start asking the question on whether the justice that we claim the ICC could bring to Sudan wouldn't be a facade of justice.
But after 30 years in power, with immunity from any kind of prosecution, for people in Sudan, the corruption charges are a better start to justice than none at all. Hiba, Al Jazeera, Khartoum.